Loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Henry running right. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's got some space here. 33 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
King. Hurry. Point it right. Hey, orbit. My touch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Set, 180. Check 43.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
180. Real.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, zoom.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. High 55.
Hey, alert. Done.
Following the interception, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Pistol.
Check. Watch it before.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the run.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield buying time to his left.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180. Hurry. Up. Alert. Hey. High 7. Watch out.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Regular.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Bud.
I'm going to run you over.
Now Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Mike, 53.
No!
Mike, you got nothing to win.
No! Be grip!
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Henry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On the ready. 80 weapon. Hey, exit.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Mayfield to throw it this time. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield finding Beckham. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Hey, alert 33. Run. Switch. Hurry. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Check 53. Watch QB draw.
Yeah. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Point it right.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
Right there. 54.
On second and 2, Mayfield is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
I got one.
Get.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Here we go. 61. Matchbox lights.
Come on, QB, come on.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there's no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Play action. It's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
First and goal, Tennessee.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Browns 21, Titans nothing.
Set up, 30 base.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Snap.
And that was sneak, Tannehill. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans were able to cut into that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Joker. Hatchet.
Real.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's complete. Hooper. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. Pushes him over. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Complete, it's Henry. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's see what you got. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Room to run past midfield. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Tannehill now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you